Floatation of a business.
Guys, so welcome to the next legal space. I'll be looking on the topic called flotation of a business. When you talk about flotation of a business, it means ways by which you source out funds, capital for the business. So the amount of capital that is required for a company to start up a company is based on two ways. That's the nature of the business and then the nature of the company. So in sourcing out funds for a business, it could be sourcing out funds for a going concern, that's a company already in place, or sourcing out funds or floating a new business entirely, a brainchild. So in sourcing out funds for a business that is already in place, that one is very easy because you actually use the assets of the previous business to start up the new business. And then in sourcing out funds or floating a new business is depends if the company is a private company or if the company is a public company. For sourcing out funds or floating a company that is a private company, it could be in any of the following ways. Number one is equity contribution. When you talk about equity contribution, in that place the promoters source out funds or raise money through the personal properties of the promoters. They raise money from the personal property of the promoters or the proposed shareholders. And then the next one is through loans, debentures, and overdraft. That's if the personal property is not okay, then they can actually source out from loans, debentures, and overdrafts. And then the next one there is direct placement. That's going through issuing houses. Well, for the previous two that I mentioned, it doesn't go against section 25 sub 5 of CAMA, which actually restricts private company from sourcing out funds or raising funds from the public. And then the next one, when sourcing out funds or floating a public company, it could be in any two. It depends if the company is quoted or listed or if the company is unquoted. For sourcing out funds for an unquoted company, when I say an unquoted company, it means a company that does not have its shares on the Nigerian Stock Exchange market. So in sourcing out funds for those companies, you can use any of the method used in private company, or you can add the following method. Number one is direct offers to the public. So here the company will go through issuing houses, and then they will offer their shares to the issuing houses, and if the issuing houses in turn will now offer it to the public for them to sell. So they will give their shares to the issuing houses. The issuing houses will now act as agents for the company, and then they will sell it. And then I need to make mention of the fact that the company itself bears the brunt. So should in case any liability that comes up, is the company that bears the brunt. And then the next one is through offer for sale. Here the company will not sell it directly to the issuing houses, and then the issuing houses will not sell it to their customers. So the issuing houses are not acting as the agents of the company, but they are acting as the owners of those shares. They will not offer it to the public for sale. And then for floating a new business that is a public company and then that is quoted or listed or has its shares in Nigerian Stock Exchange market, that one is very easy because the company will simply upload their shares to Nigerian Stock Exchange markets, thereby inviting the public for them to buy. And then it's actually risk free, not entirely risk free, but it affords the public or the proposed shareholders to actually monitor the shares of the company before buying for some time before they eventually buy. So that's that for flotation of a company. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for engaging with the next legal space.